Welcome back to another video. It is a calm and bright Saturday morning, and I'm walking down the streets of the City of London, ready to catch a C2C train from London Fenchurch Street all the way to the seaside resort town of Southend to discuss a fantastic world record and why it has its own railway line. Let's go.
The next station is Limehouse.
A bang-on-time departure from Fenchurch Street, it's ticked off, and we're now officially on our way to Southend, with our next stop being Limehouse.
Southend Central, Southend East, Thorpe Bay, and Shoebury-Ness.
ஒரு காசல் இருக்கு.
We're finally here at Southend Central, a major stop on the C2C line over to Shoebury-Ness. This station opened in 1856 and was also an official calling point for a non-stop excursion service on London Underground's District Line, but was cut back to Tubminster in 1939. And today, the station building is pretty good, but pretty much the outside of it seems fairly boring. From Southend Central, it's a quick 5-minute walk to its counterpart, Southend Victoria, a terminus for Greater Anglia services that go via Shenfield and Southend Airport. To reach the Pleasure Pier, however, you have to walk south down its local high street, where you can find an observation deck where you will get stunning views of the Adventure Island theme park and the Pleasure Pier. But before we get on to the Pleasure Pier, some quick background and history. Seaside resorts around the UK were becoming very popular during the second half of the 18th century, when the Industrial Revolution started, and Southend in particular was no exception to this. People would often visit this town by boat, but this proved a problem because of varying tides and weather conditions. To prevent this from happening again, local dignitaries proposed the idea of a pier to allow boats to reach Southend during all tides, and this bill was approved. The first incarnation of the pier opened in 1830 and was designed by James Brundlees. Over time, it was progressively rebuilt and extended, and by 1848 it was the longest pier in Europe, stretching about 2,100 meters into the Thames estuary, and has laid the groundwork as the world's longest pleasure pier, spanning at 2.16 kilometers. When a new iron pier was being constructed in 1889, a single-track narrow-gauge line was built on the eastern side of the pier and was laid for about 3/4 miles. This railway, or tramway, opened in May of 1890 and was quickly a big success, and the number of trains increased from 1 to 4, while the number of carriages increased in stages from 1 to 7. In 1978, the railway closed due to the pier being in a very impoverished state, and had used train carriages that were in use since 1949. The railway was then relayed to 3-foot gauge track, and 2 new diesel railcars were purchased to operate the service, and it finally reopened in May of 1986. The rolling stock was then modified again during the 2020s, with 2 new battery electric trains from SL Transportation Limited, commonly known as Severn Lamb. They were supposed to enter in 2021, but due to teething troubles, they entered service in 2022, and that is the rolling stock we have to this day. Alright, now it's time to take a ride on the Southend Pier Railway. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Basically, the shore station is underneath the observation pier, and we start to rumble along the pier with the walking route right here. Yes, this is the Thames. It empties out in the distance and just the North Sea. Oh my god. What's Sir John Betjeman? One of his old rail cars.
Yeah,
this looks good. This way, to the trains. In the distance is Southend itself. And we've come all this way from the train. Or with the train, which is right here. I like these rail cars, but the interiors are just very small. So they are 6 cars long with a services car in the middle. And they are every on the hour and half hour from the shore station, and quarter past and quarter to from this station, which is the Pier station. And this view is beautiful. You can see the Kent countryside in the distance, as well as Tilbury. You can't actually see central London from here because we're so far away. And the water is sparkling today. Right. Oh, you got a history poster for the Great Wall. Southend Pier and the Great Wall. And 3 prison ships housing enemy aliens and prisoners of war were moored off Southend Pier from November 1914 to the summer of 1915. And the battlefield casualties. The aliens and POWs. Life on board. And here's one of the ships that was moored off. The Cunard liner Royal Edward. Yeah. There's only one ocean liner in Southend. I think that's Queen Mary 2. And there's the train crawling back towards the shore. And it's also where passengers can walk the short distance to Southend Central Station, where they can get trains directly back to Fenchurch Street. And the very tippy ends of the pier include the Royal Pavilion, which is a large events venue, and a sand pit, as well as a lifeboat station. And those things I'm not into very much. So just gonna wait in this area for the 2:45 service back to dry land. But man, you can get a nice view. But mostly some industries, but the rest of it is fine. It's very good. And in the distance, the Thames empties out into the North Sea, which is a part of the Atlantic Ocean. And pretty sure a lot of container ships make this long journey over to Tilbury Harbour, which is down there where those cranes are. But Felixstowe, which is in East Anglia, is more heavily used than Tilbury. And on the pier end, once you get off the train, you'll see these restaurants here where you can get snacks and drinks before you head back. I mean, it's typical for a tippy point. Look at this rainbow bathing box. It's a nice sphere on the top. Yeah, it's just a lifeboat station. I'm not going to go down there. It'll take too long. Yeah, and actually, one more piece of trivia. Where you see the Kent coast, just around there somewhere, pretty sure that's an approximate location, was going to be the site of Boris Island, or Thames Estuary Airport, which was proposed as an alternate solution to the Heathrow expansion, but I'm pretty sure nothing has ever been done about that. Waiting for the 2:45. It's not yet left the shore station. It's currently boarding, but we'll go line up. Now, Southend is the longest pleasure pier in the world, but it's not actually the oldest. The oldest is the Ryde Pier on the Isle of Wight, and they have the Isle of Wight Railway, which is Ryde Pier to Shanklin, and that is a subsidiary of South Western Railway, and I would love to visit that one day. Oh, finally it's here! I understand that trains have to run slowly along wooden piers, like this. Okay. Come on. Come on. Yeah, these are driver operated. People may think it's driverless, but it's not. But it isn't driverless. Yeah. And I do like these rail cars. I love these rail cars. And they're very sleek. I'm pretty sure these entered about 2 years ago. It is crawling. And I mean crawling. Let's go. Thanks. And you got like special car wheels that just gives the impression like it's a tram or a trolley bus. Alright, we have finally arrived back at the Southend Pier Shore station. To finish off, you can also pay a visit to the Pier's very own museum, where you can discover the history of Southend's most beloved landmark. Or, you can head back to Southend Central Station, which is what I did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you all next time.